What's good, boys? Zach back here with another video, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to find winning products on kalodata with no competition. As many of you guys know, kalodata is super competitive these days. Like anytime that you're trying to find products that are on like the top of Calo, or even maybe you trench a little bit, go to like page 30, something like that, there's always competition on these products, and this is the main reason why every time you launch a new product, you're seeing super high CPMs and super high CPCs. And I've been going about Calo research a little bit different these days. What I've been doing recently that's been working really well for me and some of my students is actually just looking at the product itself and going off a set criteria. So we're not just relying on if the product is doing well on kalodata. We know as dropshippers with a really good product eye what exactly makes a winning product and what we are looking for in winning products, so we can trench a little bit harder, go to those lower rev ranges, and be able to find products that nobody's currently running right now. So in this video, we'll be covering my exact product research strategy that I'm using to find untapped products, and I'm super hyped to make this video for you guys because I only thought it was right that I would eventually give you guys a mentorship exclusive so I can help you guys actually be able to find winning products that will be able to scale. So I used to do the old way of kalodata research where you were just trying to find a problem-solving product that had good rev and just bring it over to Meta. But since then, I've found a much better way to actually go about this, and I'll be teaching it to you guys in this video. And this is the same process that I've been teaching my one-on-one students that has helped them improve their product research 10x. So the first thing I want to go into in this video is a deep desire. So you guys are probably sick of hearing this, like, oh, deep desire. What does that even mean? How do I even find that? So kind of just to dumb it down for you guys and make it simple, I want you guys to think I need this versus I want this. This is what separates a problem-solving product versus a product that actually has a deep desire behind this. Because if the customer literally has something that they can't stop thinking about, they're going to buy the product. Like, I kind of want you guys to think about it in this way. Like, what do you guys think is a more deep desire, right? A minor headache or a severe migraine? Severe migraine, obviously, right? If somebody has a severe migraine, this is something that they literally can't stop thinking about. So if they saw a product that's going to solve their severe migraine, they're going to buy it because they want to solve this problem that they're having. They have such a deep desire to solve this that they will just impulse purchase something that says it will solve this deep desire for them. Another example of a deep desire could just be a kid falling behind in school, right? You guys got to think about what kind of deep desire does this open up for the parents, right? Obviously, if their kid's falling behind in school, that's not a good thing, right? They want their kid to be successful. So the massive deep desire that these parents are having is they want their kids to succeed in school. If right now they're falling behind in school and are having trouble in school, this is going to be something that's going to pull on their emotions a lot. They're going to think they're failing as a parent. They're going to think that they need to do something. They need to get their kid maybe something to help them out with math or reading or something like that. So I'll just show you guys an example of a product that really solves this problem of just a kid being like falling behind in school because of something so simple, right? So this is a reusable grouped handwriting book. So it really helps kids improve their fine motor skills when it comes to writing, right? So if you're a parent, and let's just say your kid's, I don't know, first grade, second grade, and they're really struggling with handwriting, right? Because that's kind of the point where you should be able to like actually be able to write letters and like write words and like have them make sense and be readable. But if your kid's not doing that and they're kind of falling behind, you as a parent are going to be like, I'm doing something wrong, and you're going to see something like this. We'll get into this product in a second. I'll play some videos, but you're going to see a product like this that really shows how like when it's grooved in and they can literally just muscle memory trace the letters, they're going to be able to improve on their handwriting a lot quicker. So I'll just kind of show you guys this product so you guys can kind of understand exactly what it does. All right, so I'll play this video for you guys so you guys can understand what this product actually does.
This handwriting book is literally why my third grader's handwriting finally matches her intelligence. And to show you proof, she can now write words easily. The letters are carved into the pages so kids trace with their pen. It helps build real muscle memory and write proper print letters. The ink disappears in a few minutes so the pages can be reused completely. Now my child's handwriting and intelligence are almost at a high school level. It comes as a set of 6 books, each with different themes. If you have a child in school, I 100% recommend it because right now it's over 30% off.
So as you guys can see, right, literally at the start, they're already calling out kind of the deep desire. Like, this handwriting book is the reason why my third grader's handwriting actually matches her intelligence, because most moms, they don't think that their kids are stupid. You don't want to just drive that emotion like, oh, your kid is dumb, so he needs this. Like, that's just not the right way to go about it. They're talking more from like, oh, my third grader's handwriting finally matches her intelligence, because she's a smart girl, but her handwriting just sucks, and this is what's keeping her behind in class. They went in about like talking about how like, oh, now she's finally writing at a high school level. So that's a big thing. Like, the parents obviously want their kids to be ahead in school. So this handwriting book helping them get ahead in school is something that's really, really important for them. And then also we'll get into this later in this video, but they also do a very good job of showing off the unique mechanism, which is how the ink just kind of disappears so they can keep on reusing the book. So this is an example of a product that hits that deep desire of parents who just want their kids to actually be able to succeed in school and not fall behind. Now let's get into the next one. So the next one I want to go over is dog is pulling on walks, right? So what does this mean? So the dog is pulling on walks. This is a massive problem that a lot of people have. What's the deep desire behind it? Well, the dog owner doesn't want the dog to walk them. They want to walk their dog. They don't want their dog just pulling and dragging them across. Like, they want to have full control. And you could even go deeper, like maybe like there's some points where like they'll get embarrassed because maybe they go to like the park, or when they're walking on the trail, they're walking past people and these people just see this dog just manhandling, like let's just say it's like a woman who's like 130 pounds, right, who's trying to walk just like a 100-pound dog, like, and this dog is just walking her. It's kind of embarrassing that she can't control her own dog. Maybe she's like, oh, I'm a bad owner because I can't control my dog. Then there's also deeper desires when we actually go into this product that I'll also talk about as well. So let me click into this product and kind of show you guys what it is. And then I'll also kind of talk about like more desires that you can also find in the product when you just do deeper research into it. All right, I'll play this ad for you guys.
If you have one of those strong bully breeds that tries to pull you all over the place, watch this video. This no-pull dog harness will keep your dog in line. These are more comfortable for those long walks because it reduces the strain on his neck. There's also a ring on the side for waist bags, and all you have to do is slide it over the head and secure one buckle. Super easy. This is the large size in desert camo, tightened to 65 pounds. I'm going to link that below for you. If you have...
So as you guys can see from the start of the video, at the start, she talks about, all right, how this dog harness, like if you have a dog who's just kind of like, just like a bully dog, right? Like maybe that's just like some wording that like this community uses. Like if your dog is just a bully and just like pulls you all over the place, this will help with that. And then she talks about also like another desire is just not choking out your dog, right? Like nobody wants to choke out their dog. Their dog's their best friend. So that's also another deep desire that this product could hit is don't choke your dog or don't hurt your dog, right? Because nobody wants to hurt their dog. That's a desire that they have, is just making sure that even when they are on walks, their dog's safe, their dog's healthy. Like that's just desires that these people have. So this product does a very good job of hitting that deep desire of either women who just get pulled around by their bully dog, or dog owners that have a deep desire just to keep their dog healthy, like not put strain on their neck, things like that. And there's also other better things that this product does as well. And also like in some of the other ads, like they show how easy it is to actually clip this on. So maybe that's another desire that they have. Like most harnesses, like it's really hard to like actually be able to clip them on for bigger dogs. That's another thing you could go into as well. But this is another good product that hits a deep desire in the customer. This little dog harness, another good product that hits that desire. So just kind of recap, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about deep desire. Really make sure like it's something that the customer can't stop thinking about. So if we go back to kid failing in school, the customer can't stop thinking about how their kid is really failing in school. Same thing with dogs pulling on walks. Like that's something that really happens every single day. They can't stop thinking about, oh, how do I get my dog to stop pulling on walks? It's making walks suck for me. Like he's pulling me so much, my back starts hurt because of it. Like everything like that. These are things that the customer literally can't stop thinking about. So that's how I want you guys thinking about deep desire. Now let's go into the next part, is market sophistication, right? So this is a very, very big one, and this is a massive one that I think a lot of people don't understand. So it's very important that you pay attention on this part. So how I kind of want you guys thinking about this is, how many times has a customer seen the product that achieves the same outcome as the one that you're thinking about selling, right? So in this example, we're just going to talk about under eye cream, right? If the customer has seen or tried an under eye corrector before, they're going to think, why would this one work when the other ones didn't? Having a product that's super high in market sophistication is going to make the customer super skeptical, because they've already seen a million under eye correctors. They probably already tried a couple under eye correctors, and they're going to be super skeptical because they're going to be like, why would this product actually work for me when all the other ones didn't? So when it comes to market sophistication level, I'll get into the graph and actually show you guys what the graph looks like. But you kind of want to be in the 3 to 4 range, and I'll explain like why you don't want to be in 5 and why 1 or 2 are really hard. So if we kind of break this down, right, this is the graph of levels of market sophistication, right? So like for level 1, right, this would be brand new to the market, make any claims. So this is something like the BlackBerry, right? First like portable phone that like you can send emails from. like that's something crazy. They don't even need to make a claim. Like they could just say send emails from anywhere, anytime. Like, and that's just a claim that they can make, and that's something that will sell. And now, like, if you go into like level 2, just make a bigger claim than your competitor. So that's like saying like you're gonna like compete with these guys. Basically, the only thing that you'd be doing in level 2 is just exaggerating the claim. So like, I don't know, like let's just say for like the BlackBerry example, I don't know, send emails from anywhere in the world. Or I don't know, something like that. Like a poor example, but just like something like that. And then level 3 and level 4, these are mainly where you're gonna fall into, right? So kind of what's in level 3 is like introduce a big mechanism that supports the claim and convinces the mind. So this is like big, like when you do like have a unique mechanism on your product, you have to make sure that the claim actually convinces the person, right? So if you're gonna say like buy my supplement because of like blank ingredient, you have to make sure that like that ingredient or whatever mechanism you're actually using makes sense in the customer's head about why they would actually buy this or why this product would actually work. Because if the unique mechanism on your product doesn't actually make sense about why it would work or why it would be better, they're not going to buy it, and they're just going to be like, all right, he's just bullshitting, and then they're just going to scroll and not buy your product. Now when we go into like level 4, create a newer or better unique mechanism or improve on previous ones. So now basically with this one, you want to make an even better mechanism, right? So maybe you could have got away with like something like really like slim, like something that doesn't really make like that big of a difference, but it's something different that makes your product stand out versus the competitors. Now when we get into more of like level 4, right, it has to be newer or better. So in level 4, you just have to make sure that your mechanism is so strong and so good, and people are really like understanding like why like this like new mechanism or just like this improved mechanism is going to be the reason why this product's going to work even better than the other ones that they have tried before. And with level 5, this is just where the customer is going to be at max skepticism. So even when you do have a unique mechanism on your product, it's going to be super hard for them to even like believe you, or they're just going to be burnt out of this product. Like with the under eye corrector, it's going to be super hard to sell that because everybody's already seen it before, so they're super burned out. They've seen literally everything on under eye correctors, so why would this one work for you? There's a bunch of more tips and good stuff that I could go into when it comes to market sophistication, but obviously I can only fit so much into a YouTube video. If you do want access to all the information I have to offer about this topic, I highly recommend looking into my one-on-one mentorship. For example, you get 24/7 access to me, 2 group calls a week, and really deep in-depth modules that cover every single topic on ecom. So I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. The next thing we're going to go into is unique mechanisms. So this kind of ties right back in to market sophistication. So with unique mechanism, there's a couple things I want to go over. So first, this is very important for if the product lands in level 3 to 4. This is really where you need to have some type of unique mechanism on your product to make you stand out in the market. So basically what it is what makes your product different and what is your mechanism that will make the customers believe that your product will work even though products in the past didn't. So just like we were explaining above, they're going to start to get really skeptical about the same exact product that they're seeing in the space. So you need to come in with some type of mechanism that makes sense to the customer about, all right, why would this work better? Or why would this work when other things in the past haven't? So I do have some examples over here that I want to get into about how a product has a unique mechanism in a more saturated market. So number one, this is one of my favorite examples, is just this hair growth roll-on serum. So basically with this, the unique mechanism is the application feature. So instead of maybe like oils that they've tried, shampoos that they've tried, maybe like pills that they've taken, all to try to regrow hair, like problems that the customer could be having with the hair oil is it just like runs down their face, or maybe it's like super messy, makes their hair greasy, problems that they have with like the pills. It grows hair in places that they don't want it, so maybe they start getting like a lot of like chest hair, like body hair, like if it's like a woman, they don't like want that, or even if it's like a man and they don't want like super hairy like chest and like just body, or if it's just like shampoo that they don't know exactly like if it actually works or if it actually like touches on the root cause, then boom, we come in with the unique mechanism, which is this. It's basically just pinpoint accuracy of where you're balding. So let's say like you're balding like up here, right? All right, you can just rub this in here, and then with the pinpoint accuracy, it will target your baldness here. Same thing, like maybe a male pattern baldness on the back of your head, so you can like rub it in just on the parts where you're actually balding. So it's more of a pinpoint solution versus just like trying to like solve like the entire head instead of just trying to solve like specific parts of your hair that you might be balding in. So I'll kind of show you guys, you've probably seen this product before, but I'll just kind of show you exactly like how it works. and then how the unique mechanism is actually applied in this ad. All right, so I'll play this video for you guys.
Go like this. That video was 30 days ago. ChatGPT told me it was gonna take 3 months for my eyebrows to come back. I was gonna use minoxidil to grow my eyebrows back, but then I seen all the crazy side effects it comes with, so I was like, ah. Luckily, this was going viral all over my For You page at the time. It's the Body Wise Hair Growth Serum. 15 different essential minerals, vitamins, and oils, and pretty much you just rub them onto the places you wanna grow hair. I've been rubbing it on my eyebrows, and then also, I had a cowlick and a bald spot on my hairline, and then the corner of my hairline was getting pushed back. 30 days of consistency. Oh my god! This bald spot right here is completely filled back in. My cowlick that I've been insecure about my entire life is finally filled back in. My hairline right here isn't getting pushed back and receding anymore. And my eyebrows are back! I don't look like a fucking alien anymore. Pretty much all those essential minerals and oils seeks down into your pores and starts stimulating the hair growth. And the reason why it's able to fix balding is because it has DHT blockers in it. DHT is the hormone that starts causing you to lose your hair and bald. I literally cried the other morning when I woke up because when I looked in the mirror, I've never seen myself with a 90-degree hairline like this. If you don't believe me, I posted a video every single day on the progress of this, but I'll also leave a little orange box right here and you can go look at the review.
So as you guys could see, like from this video, like not only like was he able to target his cowlick and then like the corners of his hair with pinpoint accuracy, and then also like get his eyebrows in, but he was also talking about how like minoxidil, like taking the pills or like using minoxidil serum, has side effects to it. So that's kind of like how the unique mechanism is standing out, how he used it. Like obviously this is a really, really good ad. Like how many views did this have? This had 40 million views, so obviously a really, really good ad. But yeah, you guys kind of see like how the unique mechanism comes into play here with that product. Let's go into this next one. So with this product, we just have a scale, right? And you might be thinking, oh, well, scale is a super saturated market. How did somebody stand out with the scale? Well, with this scale, the unique mechanism in it is that it's just color changing, right? So I'm pretty sure it's green when you lost weight, blue if you maintained, and then like purple if you gained weight, if I remember from the ads that I've watched before on this product. But I'll just show you guys the product and kind of explain what the unique mechanism is here. All right, so I'll go ahead and play this video for you guys.
When you lose, purple when you gain, and blue when you stay the same. This is a smart scale that uses sensors to measure your weight, BMI, and body fat. This gives you a complete breakdown of your body, including muscle mass, water weight, and body age. I replaced my old scale with this because it was wildly inaccurate.
See, as you guys see, like if we go back right here, like look at like this old scale, like just a standard scale everybody's used to using, and then look at this scale, like not only with the colors like telling you when you gained weight, lost weight, or maintained, but also coming with an app that you can track different things on here using these like metal, you see these little like metal things that like hit your feet, like it's the same kind of the same thing that they have at the gym, where they can like tell your body weight, BMI, everything like that, like all those metrics and stuff. So obviously you guys can see the unique mechanism that this product has versus just a regular scale. Like it's obviously a lot better. There's a lot of things that makes it stand out versus a regular scale, and there's a bunch of reasons why people would rather buy this scale than just a normal scale that they've seen a million times. So I hope you guys kind of understand exactly like what I'm talking about when I am talking about like having a unique mechanism in your product. You need something that makes your product different, right? Like it has to be able to stand out, because if you're just selling just standard old scales or standard old hair growth oil, like you're not going to be able to stand out because the market has already seen that so much. It ties right back in to market sophistication, right? So you need a unique mechanism in your product so you can be able to stand out and your product will actually be able to perform. So now kind of leading into the next point that we're about to be going over, I want to be talking about maximizing hit rate. There's many ways to go about this, but I'm about to put you guys on game right now. Usually what most people are doing right now is they're just trying to find supplements because it's really trendy and it's a really hot market. And I really think that's terrible for dropshippers who are around that 5K to 10K a month range. And if you're one of my one-on-one students watching this, you understand this because of what I say so much about how hard supplements are actually to run. So I'm gonna save you guys a lot of failed tests with this next thing I'm about to go over, and that is visual products, right? So the reason why visual products are so good is because the customer can actually see the product working / in use in real time, right? And the one thing that this is really going to do is it's going to lower skepticism, right? Because it's going to require way less explaining on these products. Like with a supplement, you're going to have to explain exactly how each of the ingredients work and like what it does. And like you really have to explain the product to the customer. But if you're selling a visual product, the product does a lot of the explaining and you don't have to be that good. And we'll kind of go down in here. Like it's really good for like before and afters, right? Having a product that has some type of before and after and has that visual change where the customer can literally see the product work. And it's it's way easier to sell these products, especially if you haven't mastered direct response marketing, which most of you guys who do watch my videos, most of you guys are still like calo ripping and you guys really haven't cracked ads yet and cracked direct response yet. So it's just going to be easier for you guys to be able to sell these products and actually start to make your own ads around these products, because you're not going to have to absolutely master direct response and really explain your product in depth and really kind of take your customer from all the way from like the problem that they had and explaining exactly why your product is this perfect solution and like why all these ingredients matter and why this does this, blah, blah, blah. Like when it comes to supplements, you really just have to let the product do the talking and just be able to sell them on the desire and outcome that they are going to be getting from using these products. So I'm going to give you guys a couple examples. So let me click on this first one. So this first one is a cordless battle rope. This was a really hot product. I know I've seen people on Meta who have scaled this product already, but you guys can kind of see how it's super visual and how the customer can see it getting used in real time. So let me pop back over here to Calo and just show you guys this first video.
Nothing but skinny armed women using these battle ropes. Okay, let's leave some for the flabby armed women. All right, these hurt so bad, but they're gonna get your arms right. These are the battle ropes by Soulless, and I'm telling you right now, don't let this little coil fool you. This is the resistance. Battle ropes, I don't got room for battle ropes in my house, okay? So this is the perfect one. It has a little hanging arm strap that you use, and then this is good for your core, your arms, and oh my gosh, like total body, shoulders, arms.
So as you guys can just see, like the product in use, like they can see like that they're getting good use out of this product, like how it works, like how it's just like normal battle ropes, but it's just cordless. So like then you could go into like other things, how it like saves space, how it's just a really quick and easy workout device you can just pick up and get a quick workout in. But the main thing behind this is that it's super visual, right? The customer watching this ad can be like, all right, I can see how this works. I can see how I could use it. They can literally put themselves in this woman's shoes and be like, all right, yeah, if I was this woman, all right, this is how exactly she's using it. All right, so when I buy it, it's going to be the same exact thing. So she's literally showing off how to use the product. And there's not really any explaining, or like with a supplement, like, oh, you're going to see effects maybe in like 30 days. It's pretty hard for somebody to show on a video the exact results that they're getting from that supplement. But when you come like with this, like she can really see like, all right, bet I'm moving these battle ropes, I'm getting a sweat in, I'm getting a nice little workout in. All right, I see exactly what this product does. I understand this product. They're not as confused. So when they're not confused, it's going to make them actually want to buy. So this is a really good example of this. Obviously, blew up on TikTok Shop. Like this video alone generated them $104,000. But I also do want to get into another really good example of just a visual product that's more of a before and after. So this is a really good ad right here. It's just a shapewear device. And basically with this, like it just helps like women who are bigger like be able to like tuck in like their tummy fat, just help them have more like that hourglass shape, because like that's like a really deep desire that like most women want. So let me play this ad for you guys to kind of see the before and after and exactly how this is a visual product.
Ladies, you have an apron belly like me. Come put this faja on that has a belt and bra with me. She is a 2-liter shaper. She has a 3 rows of hooks, and then she has a zipper. This is how I like to put mine on because of my body type. So you hook it up little by little, and then you go pulling it down and scoop your belly up. It does come with hooks to help you zip it up. Look at the back support, the flat tummy appearance, and the curve. I am loving her. I'm gonna leave the card right there down below.
So as you guys can see, right, before and after,
This faja on.
Look at,
Ladies, you have an
sorry, let me pause this. Look at the before, right? Stomach's hanging out, the flabs are like coming off the back. Like this just isn't the ideal look for a woman. And then after,
curve.
when she actually puts it on, let me see if I can
zip it up.
like more of a side angle. Like,
pour the flat.
let me see. If
I'm loving it right there. Down the card right there.
Here.
Loving her.
There we go. Like you can kind of see like how like all of her back flabs all tucked in, really sucked in tight. Same thing like with her front. Like it's not hanging over. It's all tight in, fitting into her jeans. Like as you guys can see, like it's literally hanging over her jeans. But with her wearing this shape where it's all tucked into the jeans and like gives her a better body shape. So like as you guys can see, like this is super like visual, and it has that before and after where like, all right, a woman who's watching this ad who looks like this girl, right, she's gonna see this and be like, oh wow, like yeah, I kind of have this problem. This is kind of like how I look if I wear like a normal shirt, or like I'm not wearing any type of shapewear. And then she sees this girl like literally puts this thing on in under 20 seconds, and now boom, like her body is a completely different shape. and she looks way skinnier than like she actually is. So it kind of just like hides all that. Also really tapping into like the deep desire, just like image, everything like that. So yeah, another really good visual product. So I do kind of hope you guys understand like what I mean when I'm talking about visual products and how they're like way easier to sell. Same thing with like it just lowers skepticism, because like you don't have to do that much explaining. Like they can literally just watch like both of these ads, like with like working out how like the device actually works. Same thing with this, the before and after that she's having from using this product. Like you don't really have to do a ton of explaining. Like they get it. Like they can see the effects, they see what this product does, and that's what makes it just a lot easier to sell. Now I want to get into this last part. This is probably one of the most important things, is that your product is lightweight and cheap, right? So obviously we have to ship out products, or not no shipping around here. We do legit e-com. So when it comes to actually finding products, you want to make sure it's lightweight and cheap. And I'll kind of break down like why you need that. So number one, obviously just under 3 kg is just standard. Anything over 3 kg, you can't even sell that. Like you're going to be looking at like $60, maybe all up to like $80 just cost to ship. So anything over 3 kg, just don't even go for it. You need it to be under 3 kg, and more what you're looking for is just like 1 kg to 2 kg. That's just more what you're looking for if you kind of don't know how like weight goes. Like the lowest like they'll go off of is like 1 kg. So if your product's 1 kg, you're going to be looking at like around $6 to $7, obviously depending on the size of the product, because like the bigger the product is, the more expensive it's going to be, because they can't ship it. I think it's like a 20 by 20 by 20 box. So if your product can't fit in something like that, it's going to be more expensive to ship. But this is just kind of like standard of what your Chinese supplier will be giving you, and just kind of how shipping works from China. And one of the main reasons why you need your product to be light and you need it to be cheap is because you want to be aiming for a 1.2 to 1.4 break even ROAS. Anything higher than this, it's going to be extremely hard to scale, because like I could go all in about like actually like what goes into the scaling process, but like something like just a little tidbit for you guys, like in the scaling process, like you want to be hitting KPIs, and normally like your KPIs, like standard KPIs will be like, if you are at like, let's just say like a 1.2 BE, like this is your break even ROAS. To be able to bump and like start scaling up, you want to be at least like a 2.2. So like let's say if you're at like let's say your break even ROAS is like 1.6. If you have to consistently be hitting a 2.6 ROAS every single day to be able to scale, it's going to be pretty hard to do that. Like you're going to just have to be like constantly just pumping out insanely banger ads. So just when it comes to scale, like making sure it's lightweight and cheap. So like around that 1.2 break even ROAS to 1.4. If you guys don't know what a break even ROAS is, you guys could just look up break even ROAS calculator online. Like it's super easy to find. Just put in how much you're selling the product for, how much your cost of goods are, and it'll just give you your break even ROAS. And then another thing, like you also want to make sure that you can get a 4 to 5x markup on your product. Oh, for some reason this is spelled wrong. Let me just do markup on your product. And again, right, this is just going to make it way easier to scale again, because again, you're just going to be able to get this 1.2 to 1.4 break even ROAS with this bigger markup. Like I used to be saying like 3x is kind of what you wanted. I've changed my opinion on that. You guys should be aiming for 4 to 5x. Like that's just what you should be aiming for. It's a lot easier to scale when you actually do that. But another thing you have to like think about is just the perceived value in your product. Is it realistic that you can be able to mark it up this much? Because like another thing like a little exercise you guys can do just to like think about perceived value is like, all right, if you're just like put yourself in the shoes of the customer. If you were a customer and you saw this product on your Facebook feed or on your Instagram feed, how much realistically do you think this product would be when you land on the website, right? So let's say like the customer, like in their mind, they see your product and they're like, oh yeah, I would probably think this product would be $40. They land on your website and it's $80. They're bouncing instantly because they're like, wow, that was way off than what I actually thought the product was going to be at. But like, let's say they think, all right, I think this product's going to be $50. Then they land on your website and it's $50, or maybe it's $40. They're going to be like, oh yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Or maybe they see it's $39 with a really good offer. They're going to want to buy it because like in their head, the perceived value is there, and that's going to make them actually want to purchase. So Having lightweight and cheap shipping is very, very important. I won't actually be covering how to launch products in this video, but you can get free access to my exclusive research prompts in the description of this video. That will make launching products that you pick from using the criteria from this video a lot more easier. So make sure to go check that out. It will make just like the quick market research when it comes to just getting your product up and running a lot easier. I want to be very direct when I say this. There is a lot more that goes into this that I don't talk about on YouTube. That is for my one-on-one students. The link is in the description to apply. It's for dropshippers that are sick of failed stores and lack consistency and want to be able to scale to 30K months. But yeah, click the link in the description. There's a video that explains everything that you will be getting in the mentorship. So yeah, boys, thank you guys a lot for making to the end of this video. I hope you guys learned something about actually how I'm going about product research now and the things that I'm actually looking for in products and how I'm going about it in a different way than I used to and how most people are still going about finding products on Calo. So I hope you guys did learn a lot from this video. And yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.